The season finale of Mare of Easttown, episode 7, Sacrament, has came and gone. Hard to believe that 7 weeks have flew by this fast. In this video, we will discuss if you were right about the killer. We will discuss were you happy about the episode, and we will discuss can they possibly do a season 2. What up to all my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don Tony Teflon. And if you can, please hit that thumbs up button when you subscribe. And if this video hits 500 likes, we will give away 1 t-shirt to 1 subscriber who leaves a comment on this video. You gotta be in it to win it, my people. Before we truly get into it, I want to just say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for all the support I've been receiving on this video series. It's been one of the biggest video series on my channel for quite some time, and I just want to say thank you for all the support you've given me, and hopefully you stick around because we have a lot more series to review. So, that being said, let's get right into it. You know, when this thing first started, the episode started, I was confident. Not just confident, borderline cocky. Everything was playing out exactly like I said it would play out. I was like, I nailed this whole situation. I got this one in the bag. And then, all of a sudden, after they did the arrest of John and everything else was going on, I looked up and I hit the button and I said, wait a second. They got a lot of time left, and right then I knew something else was gonna happen, and then I was like, God damn it. So we got the final twist of who the actual killer is, and it is the son. Brian Ross was the killer all along. Now, I always thought that it would be the baby's father would be it, and the reason for killing him would be to not have that get out. In some way I was right, but in some ways I was wrong about it. I think if we go back and we look at were there clues to him being the killer all along, I guess there were a couple, if you want to call them that. The one that stood out to me would be obviously his violent outbreak when he's seen his sister being bullied. I think the second one would be the conversation he had with his father that night, that late night. You know, they seen him having a conversation. And I guess the last one that we could see is when Mare did show up at his house, he did have some type of look of concern on his face. You could see that if you're going back. I've gone back, I've taken a look. He does have those situations, so to say. But I think also, you know, maybe a couple of them could be explained away. Like the one with the violent outbreak in school. You know, his sister was getting teased, you know, really bad. It wasn't like she was just getting teased. They were throwing stuff at her. She dropped the food on the floor. They were really embarrassing her. So I wouldn't have thought to use that as the fact that he had killed somebody and that's why he was upset. Also, we know that his mom said that last time John was cheating, she was able to feel it. This time she didn't feel it. And then when John his father asked John what happened, he says she thinks I'm cheating on her. The dad says, are you cheating? And he doesn't give an answer. So I guess those are clues that we could have picked up on to say that, hey, something else was going on. I knew it was going to be something else. I really thought the kid was just too short to shoot this girl. I just thought he was too small to shoot her. I don't know how he actually would have gotten away and drove the bike all the way up there, to do this killing. You know, that's why I truly didn't take him seriously as the killer and didn't really put him on the radar that much. But I guess I should have done that. So I will say bravo to the writers. They put a very interesting twist on this at the end. And bravo to anybody else who was there and picked up on that and picked this man. I don't care if you just picked him out of a hat. You picked him, you got it right, and you deserve props for that. So big ups to you. You definitely did a good job on that. Now, dealing with the finale, did it live up to expectations? I know in my live stream prior to the episode starting, a lot of people were saying, if it is Ryan, because there were people in there who were saying it was Ryan, that if it was, they would be disappointed in it. So I truly wasn't. I'm cool with the way they ended it. I thought it was a very good finale. The performances the performances, the wife's performance, amazing. I mean, overall, the performances in this were just amazing. I think that they have to win something for this. I mean, in all honesty, they have to be given an award. I can't see a better performance going down on television than what we've seen, and it was just a pleasure for me to watch. But if you were disappointed with it, please let me know. Listen, they didn't tie up a lot of things. I thought there were a couple of plot holes. You know, obviously, as I said, the kid riding the bike all the way up there, that was a really big plot hole. That's not really that believable. And also, they didn't really tie up Dylan's storyline to me. I thought they could have put a better bow on that. I think it's safe to assume that he is the reason why Freddy is dead in the end. I think that's the reason why he's dead. They didn't really spell that out, you know, but you know, we knew that Freddy did have the gun. We seen Dylan with the gun at the end, so Dylan must have bought the gun off of Freddy, which led Freddy to get those drugs and die in the end. So I think they could have really cleared that up a little bit better. I think they could have cleared up why he was burning the diaries. We really didn't get any conclusion on why he was burning the diary. I mean, they made it seem like he was taking the money, but we did see that he was trying to save up some type of money at the end, and he didn't just take Erin's money and pocket it. He had that to save up too for this baby DJ's surgery. So, you know, he's a very complicated character. I like complicated character. He's a gray character, I would say, more than anything. And maybe it was just that he just didn't want anything to do with Erin anymore. And this is the attitude he had to give her because she wouldn't stop hounding him, trying to get back together with him, and he truly didn't want to be together with her. I mean, that's the only way I could look at it. I mean, I wish they would have cleared that up a little bit better. But to me, that's nitpicking, and I'm not ready to really nitpick this show because I really enjoy watching this show, so I'm not going to nitpick it, but I will point out those things that to me were kind of plot holy and they could have probably worked out better. Everything else, I think they did a tremendous job on it. Richard, Guy Pearce's character, a lot of people thought he was the killer. Turns out he is not the killer. He's just a guy who goes from town to town and finds a bar and sleeps with one of the local women while he's in town, then bounces off in his Jaguar to the next town. That's just the guy he is. He's not a nice guy. I mean, if you want to say he ain't committing to nobody, he never said he was committing to anybody. So, you know, I guess he's not a bad guy. You can't look at it like he's being a bad guy, like he's being some type of player. He just says, hey, we could see each other again, and he sees him and he's gone, and that's it. So I know a lot of people had bigger expectations for his character because of his name coming into it, that he had to be more than that. But in the end, I think he was just there to show Bear a good time while he was around, and that's exactly what he did. And he just bounced off and left her just like that, and she's back in the situation she was. Her life is kind of messed up. I like the fact that Faye became a part of the family. They were all able to hang out during the end, pick out the man's tuxedo, and just get together because, you know, listen, they were married a long time ago. It's over. They're always going to have the connection. They have children together. They're going to have grandchildren together. So it's no sense of ever, you know, not liking each other. And damn, he lives in her backyard, so you're going to have to get along with them. I mean, it's just going to be a hard life if you don't get along with him. People thought it was going to be Chiffon. I knew it wouldn't be her in the end. It just didn't fit her character. Her character is just growing up and becoming a woman and going on her own, and that's where her storyline was going, and trying to, the same thing with Mare, trying to figure out and try to, you know, understand why her brother, and while Mare's figuring out why her son killed themselves, that it's not their fault and there's nothing they could have done to prevent it, and moving on from that, not forgetting that, but moving on from that, accepting it, moving on. We see that when Mare goes and she visits the guy with the gun. I forgot his name at this particular time right off the bat, but you see now his house was just in disarray. He had pasta left over, like he just hasn't been able to function, and she told him that. And sometimes it's easy to give advice and harder to take advice, and I think that's how it ended for Mare, and her going up into the attic at the end, just walking up there, I thought was a brilliant way to end the series. With that ending, you really don't need a season 2. I don't think they planned on doing a season 2. That's why it's called a miniseries. So I think that this is probably going to be it for Mare of Easttown, unless it truly was that successful that the people in HBO were like, listen, we're going to back up the Brinks truck. We need y'all to do a season 2 of this. And if they really enjoyed the actors enjoyed playing these characters. If Kate Winslet truly enjoyed being Mare, I could see her saying, you know, I want to revise this role. I want to live this again. I would like them to go back to Easttown. You know, you get caught up with these characters' lives, and there's a way to do it and make it pretty good. I have a bunch of ideas. It could be something going on with Chiffon at the college. There could be something going on there. She goes up there and visits. It could be a situation going on there. You could tie up the Dylan stuff. You know, I thought that the Potts thing was really fast. You could have something going on with Potts. It could be something else going on there. I think there's a lot of ways they could go if they truly wanted to stretch this out and do another season. Pretty easy. I mean, we didn't meet all the residents of Easttown. We met a bunch of them, but we didn't meet them all. And they could always introduce a bunch of new characters and keep some of the same characters in it, but we truly just introduce a bunch of new characters. And in the end, when I look at this situation, you know, as the deacon said, you know, it's about love. And it's about forgiveness, and it's about family. Not just the family that you have blood with, the family you make of your own, the ones, your friends that you consider your family. It's about all those things. And before I go, let me tell you something about Lori. Straight up, Lori, you could be in jail right now. All right, if Mare wasn't your friend, you could be in jail right now. I understand she was upset, saying things about, well, you could have just let this one go. It's my son. You should have let it go. But, you know, listen, you an accessory after the fact, girl. If Mare wasn't your friend, you would be in jail right now, girl. Got a lot of stuff right in this show. I got her consoling her, knowing that she was going to flip out the way she did. I got all that right. You can go back and check the videos. But in the end, I didn't hit the killer at the end. I got conned by them. They got me. Bravo for them getting me. In the comment section, you let me know. Do you want to see a season 2, or would you rather it just be, this is it, one season, one off, done deal, let's move on from this situation? Sometimes you ruin things by going back and it's not as good, but I think if they took their time, me personally, I would love to see a season 2 of it. But again, let me know in the comment section how you feel. Again, let me just say thank you for everyone who supported me for this whole series. Been one of the best series on my channel for some time. Again, please stick around. We're going to be doing a lot more reviews. If you have a show you would like me to review, please put it in the comment section. If you have something you want to talk about in the show, like why Doc keep that gun in the shed, and how come when the gun was missing he didn't report it missing when it was missing, but then he comes back and the gun is there. I mean, we can talk about all that stuff in the comment section. So again, thank you. If you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this. Please spread this across the realm. Also subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.